This conference will now be recorded.
So, business partner is not new in SAP. Business partner was there in SAP since very long time. It was used in almost every module of new dimension module and industry specific modules. Introduced with the CRM in 2020. So, business partner was a very old concept in SAP. But why today in S4 HANA this business partner has gained lots of importance and why we are talking more about the business partner in the SD module. The reason is in the ECC we used to create customer. So XD01 we can create customer in the ECC. But coming to the S4 HANA, we don't have an option to create a customer. So we cannot create a customer, right? So in S4 HANA, we can only create a business partner and we can extend that business partner to any of the partner. It could be customer, it could be supplier, it could be employee, because as we know, any stakeholder in the business in SAP is called as partner. Competitor is a partner, quote is a partner, lender is a partner, employee is a partner, supplier is a partner. So everything is partner. In your plant is a partner. In STO scenario, even plant we create as a partner, right? But today we don't have an option to create a customer or a vendor in the S4 HANA. We can first only create a business partner. This we are talking in the perspective of SD sales module or sourcing and procurement. But in any module you take, it's only that we can create a business partner and extend that to that particular respective module. If it is SD, we extend it to customer. If it is MM, they extend it to the vendor, and so on and so forth it is. But there is no option to create any of these. We need to create only business partner. But why? Why can't it continue as what we have in the ECC? Why it should be business partner? The reason is, let's say in the ECC, customer is a integration between SD and FI. Whatever we are discussing for customer, it is also true applicable for vendor. Every step, everything it is applicable for vendor. Anyway, we are not discussing anything related to the sourcing and procurement. This training we are discussing only the sales. But what if we are also into the integration part? Whatever we are discussing, it is this also applicable for the MM vendor as well. So in the ECC, it's an integration between SD and EFI. We create a customer in the ECC system and we convert that to the business partner and transfer this business partner data to new dimensional modules. Many modules, new dimensional or industry specific modules. So we transfer the customer details as a business partner to these modules. So now when it comes to S4 HANA system, where everything is sitting in the single system. That means we don't have different instances for GTS or PM, FSCM, CRM, SRM. We don't have a different servers or different installations for this, right? If it is in the ECC landscape, these all are separate servers and connected. But now everything is, that is all the new dimensional modules is in the SAP S4 HANA platform, and the ERP is also on the same platform using the same database. Everything is using the same database. So when majority of the modules are using business partner, and now everything is sitting on the same system, then again why we need to create a customer and again transfer that? There is no purpose even transfer because there is no landscape, such a landscape where we can transfer. Everything is using the same database. But we can't even transfer them. So SAP has made it such a way. This is whatever we are discussing today. It is not new in SAP. It's there even in the ECC. But in the ECC, we have two options. One is you can create a customer and you can convert. That means you can extend that to the BP. You can create a BP and you could also extend that to customer. The only difference now in S/4HANA is this is absolute. You cannot create a customer and you cannot convert that to BP. What only we can do in now in S/4HANA is we can only create a BP and convert that to the customer or extend that to the customer. But the both options are available in ECC. If it is ECC, both options are available. When it comes to S/4HANA, only the second option. So this is how actually SAP has come up with something now today, saying that you create a BP and you extend your customer under the BP, right? So this is how SAP has come up with this BP. So let's see how it works in the system. Only the transaction absolute is XD01. Create a transaction is absolute. If not, rest of all the transactions are active. Change, display, maybe the change is also not available, I guess. Display is available. Only these two transactions, I guess. If not, blocking customers in the sales areas, deletion flags, these all are still active. These all transactions are active, but XD01 create and change, create is absolutely not available. I'm a little confused with this change, but display is again available. XD03 is still valid, right? So this is how now SAP has come up in S/4HANA saying that first create a BP and you extend it to the customer. So let us see in the system how this particular creation of customer or BP works. So to create a business partner, the T code, the transaction itself is BP. So first let me try with XD01. What happens? If you go with XD01, system redirects us to the BP and says that this XD01 is absolute and it redirects us to the BP. Let me also see XD02. Yeah, XD02 is also still valid, you can see. Let me put transaction here. So XD02 is still valid. So only XD01 is absolute. If not, the rest all the transactions are still available. They are valid, right? So how do we create a business partner? That is through T code called as BP. And we can create a business partner either as a person, individual, and a organization. It could be any business company, a company, or a group of. The group can be group of people, group of companies, anything it could be. And see, whatever we are learning this business partner today, the fields what you see or the options whatever is available is not just only for the SD module. That means if you see some functionality here, that doesn't mean it has to be applicable for SD module, right? Because this particular business partner is for every module today, right? So person might be HR is using it, or a group of people might be HR is using it, right? So whatever the options we see here, it doesn't mean it has to be applicable for SD because this business partner is used for every module of SAP today in S/4HANA. So we cannot create a person or a group, we create only an organization. So let's go to the organization. When we click on the organization, then here system, and see, we can also create business partner using Fiori. There is a Fiori app available to create a business partner using Fiori. There is one functionality missing in GUI, but available in Fiori. I'll also show you that. One moment. This is the old version, right? So you want me to leave it as old version or Fiori kind of skin? Okay, particularly it's not clear because this UI is old. We are not using the 740 kind of thing in S/4HANA. It's only 750 or 770, the latest version. So you could see the login screen is 770, but someone has downsized this to the 740 kind of version. We have an option. you're not comfortable with 770, then you could scale back to 740 kind of thing. Okay, so the options we can change it, but anyway, for today, let's proceed. So, yeah, we have two options here. The first is, see, if you are creating a business partner, anything in SAP system is identified by BP role. Anything we call it as a role. Customer is a role, or vendor, carrier, collector, competitor, consumer, court, lender, janitor, anything it could be. Everything is identified by role. Even credit management is identified by role. Okay. So actually the values it's not showing. Let me activate the values. Theme also let us activate just a moment. It should be otherwise, visualization, and actually in the visualization one we should have theory options. Let me check one more thing. Yeah, this is the option, activate SAP Fiori features. Actually 770 by default comes with active. So someone has changed the theme, so it has been downsized to the older version. Let us see. Let us apply this, the latest version. And let me also activate the drop downs. Because see how a BP role, how a account group is identified. Account group is identified by 4 characters: 0001 sold to party, 0002 shipped to party, like this, right? The same way, every BP role is identified by some 6-character thing. So that's missing here because the options is not activated for the drop downs. Let me just quickly activate. It should be not here. It should be here in the visualization drop downs. Yes. Now it should show. These are the BP roles actually. By default, these are the BP roles. But these BP roles are messed up actually. Okay, let me come back again. Let me again log into this system. One moment. You see now the UI, everything has been changed because this is the new UI we need to refer, because this is the same like replica of the Fiori. And I recommend you to practice only on this, because in S4 HANA we are using only this UI and we are not using 740 kind of UI. But if you are really confused on this, then definitely you could scale down this to 740. Okay, so let's go to the BP. BP, and yeah, we'll create as an organization. Let's go to the organization. Any business partner is identified by BP role. So if it's a customer master, we have general data, company code data, and sales area data, right? So first we have to create any partner, doesn't matter is a customer, vendor, code, anything it is. First we have to create it as a general data, because general data is applicable for any partner. Even in the ECC, when we create a customer and convert that to the business partner, what data actually is converting as a business partner? That is general data, right? So first we create general data, and then you can extend this partner to anything. You can extend this partner to FSCM credit management, or we could extend this partner to a customer or a vendor, a supplier, anything it could be. But first, any business partner has to be created under general data. And the general data is controlled by 6 zeros. 6 zeros tells business partner general data. So any business partner is created under a BP role. And whenever we are creating a customer in the ECC system, the first field we select is account groups, right? We have to select account group. That means any customer we create, that is under an account group. The same way, any business partner is created, the business partner would be under BP grouping, this way, BP grouping. So before we proceed creating any business partner, we need to select the BP grouping under which it comes, whether it's a sold to party, shipped to party, bill to party, or in fact any other partner it will be. So we need to first select the BP grouping. Whatever we are seeing here is user activity, right? That's end user activity, creation of master data. But where is this controls? That means where is this BP roles are coming from? If I want to create a new role, or if I want to create my own BP grouping and the number ranges, screen sequence, or field assignment, anything it could be. Where do we have this all in the backend? That is SP arrow. Anything related to the business partner you want to control, that is under the SP arrow. Cross application components. This is the same menu we use in the ECC as well. There is no change in that. The same menu bar. So cross application components. Under that we see business partner. We see SAP business partner under cross application components. Then again under business partner, again we have a business partner. Under this basic settings. Under basic settings, we have BP roles, business partner roles, define BP roles. You could see all the roles here. This is the business partner general data. If it is company code, then that is FLCU00. FLCU00 is company code data. FLCU01, sales area data. FLVN00, that's supplier master. So in S4HANA, we don't call it as vendor master, we call it as supplier master. Right? So, but anyway, that is not related for us. FLCU00 and FLCU01, company code data and sales area data. But what is most important in this screen is BP role category. Okay, role is perfect. Select this, and when you click on this, sorry, details. Select this and go to details. The role category should be the same. Because as I told you, this business partner will be used by almost every module, the majority of the modules of SAP. So they might have changed it as per their requirement in the trading system. So please check, it's not just only the role, it's controlled by category, right? So that's very important. So this is where BP role is. Then we need BP grouping. So this is the role. So now we need to know about the grouping, which controls what kind of or what is this business partner all about. So the same menu bar. And now let me close this basic settings, or even no, not even the basic settings. And here you see number ranges and groupings. Number ranges and groupings. So number ranges. For customer master number ranges, we used to use XDN1 transaction. BP number ranges, it is BUCF. For the BP roles, the transaction is, which, sorry, we are still in the screen, not BP role, number ranges. Number ranges for this, the transaction is BUCF. And the process is same. There is no change. It's the same. But see, business partner number range should be always internal. Always it has to. There is a logic for it. I'll tell you later why it should be If you want to achieve some scenario, then it should be internal only. It cannot be external. Okay. What is that scenario? The scenario why we need to have this internal and customer as external, because when you want to achieve same number concept, if my BP is number one, so customer master also I want number as one. I don't want it to be something like 107. If my customer number is two, I want it to be two, but I don't want it to be something else like this, right? But there's no correlation kind of thing. So, but what if you have the same number? If it is two, it is two. If it is one, if it is one. If my BP is three, my customer also should be extended with the same number three. This concept is called a same number range, same number option. If you face a question from S4 HANA in the interview, this will be one question. Mark my word. If they ask a question, if it is for interview purpose, and if they ask a question in the interview from S4 HANA, this will be one question. How to achieve same number range in S4 HANA for customer business partner. Okay. We'll see how to achieve this later. We'll see. But to achieve this, your customer number, BP number should be internal, only internal. Okay. So come back. Then grouping is here. We need to assign the number range to grouping. The same thing we do even in the ECC. We assign grouping to our account group. So I'll create one new group here. Let me go to the new entries, and I'll create some grouping saying that S406. I will give some description here. I'll say Galaxy BP grouping, and number range probably will let us put it as 01. I have not uploaded what is 01, but let me give it just 01 and save it. Okay. So we have created a new grouping and we have assigned a number range here. Let me just check if there is a free range for 01 or not. Rather than later it stops us. Let us check. 01 has a lot of range. Okay, 50, right? It's only 30, another 20 ranges. Okay. So now we have created our own grouping S406. So I'll again go back to transaction BP and organization. Then first let me select the grouping. My grouping is S406. This is the grouping what I just created. Select, and any business partner has to be created under BP role. So first we need to create it as a general data. So I'll leave this as 610 and let's give the mandatory field. I'm not going through every field here. We are just going only through the mandatory field because rest all the fields are self-explanatory. And as I mentioned, certain fields are used. Whatever we see here, it's not mandatory that it has to be applicable for SD. As I told you, this particular business partner is used by every module of SAP today. So I'll just give this as a new BP, and I'll mention just today's date, 28 May. Okay, I'll just give a new BP, 28 May. I'll enter only the mandatory fields as mentioned. Okay. So search term is mandatory, country is mandatory, region is mandatory, postal code is mandatory. I'm just giving some random data. You could also mention whatever the data you want. And language is also mandatory, even though it doesn't show up here saying that it's mandatory, but later it will stop us. So I'm even filling this. So in the ECC, we have an option to create an address, right? But today here we have an option to create multiple addresses and make one address as default address. So this is the one address what we created, but if you want to have more addresses in your business, You could go to address overview and you have an option to create. And these are checkboxes, radio buttons. You can make one address as standard by default, but you could have a couple of addresses already created and have it in the BP. Okay. The next is nothing in these things for us. We don't have any like importance in this particular screen, but status is important. And let me also tell you one more scenario which we faced and we could not achieve this in the project. That is at the BP level. That is duplicate check. Okay, duplicate check of business partner. In the ECC, we have an option, message number 145 in the logistics execution, sorry, logistics general. In the logistics general, message number 145, we have an option to check for duplication of customer. So system checks against the address and find out whether we are duplicating a customer or not, right? But the same functionality by customers requirement in a project, that is, they want to like check a duplication for a business partner. So when a business partner is created, they need to have an option to check for duplication. Okay, but we could not achieve this. And see, if this functionality is not available in S4HANA, it's not no. Because as I told you, business partner in S4HANA is nothing new. It was there since very long time. And this functionality we already achieved in CRM. Business partner was introduced with CRM in 20 years back. In CRM, we already achieved this scenario. And even till today, that functionality is available in S4HANA, duplicate check. But this functionality is not working today in S4HANA. But in the CRM, when it was a separate instance outside the ECC, at that time we already achieved it, checking the business partner duplication. As I mentioned, this functionality is available in the system. Maybe you can guide your administrator to do some workaround. So that configuration you will be seeing under where is NetWeaver? One moment, it should be under one moment, let me check in the cross application. Not in the cross application. There is one. There used to be one more option here, NetWeaver options. Could not see this. Maybe I don't know whether it has been removed. Let me log into the ECC because this menu part is same in the ECC. Let me just check. We have one option here. This is ECC 6, CHP 7 system. IMG. This option, SAP NetWeaver, this option we are not able to see here. SAP NetWeaver. Maybe this is 2021 version, latest application. Even 1909 until December batch, we used to see this.
Sir, I guess it's in the ABAP platform.
It's somewhere here. No, right? Gateway. No, not see it in the because these are basic services. NetWeaver is not evaporated. It's a basic. Okay, which is here. Application server. Application server. Yeah. maybe. So the change is, you could see earlier it used to say as NetWeaver, but this particular functionality has been moved on into this ABAP platform. Is it in ABAP platform? Yeah, yeah. So here it's under application server, basis services, and address management. Yeah, address management, duplicate check. Under duplicate check, activate duplicate determination limit for BAPIS. And this is already activated with the threshold of 90%. Business partner, BUT000 table, you could check the general data. So BUT000 is general data. And you could see at a threshold of 90% has been active. And in the GTS also, we could achieve this. But now the standard functionality is not available in the GUI. But you know, this functionality is available in Fiori. So if I go to Fiori, sorry, go to Fiori. In the last session, maybe we have removed the BP role. Or let me check. So not BP role, Fiori role for customers. Let me check quickly. Is the role still intact? This 01. This 01 change roles. SAP underscore DR underscore Bupa. Bupa master data steward, not this. In the last session, when we are discussing about BP, we have deleted that particular role called, and we have checked in the BP in the Fiori whether it's updating or not, right? So let me put back that role here. Bupa underscore master underscore specialist like this. One moment. What is this? The role for BP. SAP underscore Bupa underscore master underscore specialist. So this is the role which will give us access on the Fiori to create a business partner. SAP underscore BR. Let me put back this particular role in the system. In the last session in Fiori, we have removed this. So insert in new row. Not this. Delete. Delete. SAP underscore BR underscore Bupa underscore master underscore. Yeah, you see, business partners, specialists, right? Master data specialist, business partner. So any Fiori app you need, so first try to find out a Fiori role and try to provision that so that system could get that Fiori app. It's already there in the bundle. Every app is available in the bundle. Only thing is you need to provision this particular role so that system could get that particular app in the Fiori. So save it. So now let me go back to the Fiori. This will take a little time to open the Fiori apps. Maybe we could proceed by the time it opens. Later, once it completely loads, we could check for the duplication functionality which is available there, right? So yeah, so address. So we can create multiple addresses here. Okay. Then nothing here, but again status. In the status where you could block this particular business partner centrally. And even here, one more we could not achieve is with even though there is a status profile here with the status management, we could not achieve that. That is so status profile authorizations, as you know. So whenever a business partner is created, that should be blocked for authorization. Only then system is allowed to create transactions. But even this we could not achieve. That is even the functionality is available status management, but this is again not functional. Okay. So this is only the tabs or fields what we have, and we need to know out of this particular business partner general data. So I'll just save this general data. Save this general data, and you could observe in this field. System should generate a customer number. So customer number, sorry, BP number 31. That's what system has generated. So now this BP has been created with BP number 31. General data, the table is BUT 000. So you could pass on a BP number so that we could see the data which we maintain. Right? Maybe this has been loaded. Let us go back, check. Still loading. Right. So we'll come back to this query later to check that functionality. So there is also one transaction for business partner where you can maintain everything in a single screen. That is number ranges, or it could be screen sequence or field assignment, anything it could be for business partner. You could use a transaction. You see this screen? This screen is SAP Easy Access. We are very familiar with this screen, right? The T code is BUPT. The transaction is BUPT. And this is still a Easy Access screen, but with a business partner menu. You see the business partner, control, and you could see everything related to the business partner, BUS1, S6, everything, screen sequence, and the BUS1 activities, and activating the applications, field groupings. So everything you could maintain for the business partner in a single transaction with BUPT. Okay, the single transaction is BUPT. Okay, so now we created a business partner with business partner number 31. Now let us extend this business partner to, let's extend this business partner to customer. Okay, customer. Customer in S/4HANA system, even in the ECC, it is generated at the FI level. Customer is already, it's created at the company code, that is the FI level. So first we need to extend this business partner to company code, the BP role company code, so that the system can create a customer. So how do we do that? So there is no multiple transactions for business partner like in the ECC XD0102003. We don't have a transaction like that. It's only a single transaction, that is BP. Create, change, display, everything in a single transaction BP. So if you want to, now you cannot extend it actually, because it's already in the change mode. You can see this icon. Yeah, this icon. Switch between display and change. So once it is created, then you can use this icon to switch between. You see now it's in display mode. And when you're in display mode, you cannot extend. You see, you don't see those BP roles here. If you want to extend a business partner to a new role, always you should be in change mode. You could use this icon to switch between the change and display. And when you're in change mode, you see all the roles. And as I mentioned, if it is for business partner, the role is, the company code. There is nothing mentioned here as a company code or sales area data or credit segment, nothing, right? But when we extend this particular to FLCU00, that is customer accounting system, adds up this particular company code here, right? And when we click on this company code, here you could see what is the company code for this customer. That is business partner and customer. I told you, right, the same number scenario. Anyway, we'll discuss now. If you want to achieve that, it's mandatory Your BP number range should be external and your customer number range should be, opposite. If your BP number should be internal and your customer number should be external. What is the effect of external? Anyone? If I put number range external, what is that functionality?
You can have your own number as your customer.
You can enter, right? It will allow user to manually enter, right? If it is external, we need to key in the customer number. Even though we put external here, we will not have an option to manually key in. If you are going with the same number option, even though we mention the customer number range as external, we cannot enter it manually because customer has to be triggered automatically under the BP. Either it could be the same number or a different number. But if you want to achieve the same number scenario, your customer number range should be always external and your BP number range should be always internal. Only then you would achieve the same number scenario. Okay, so now anyway, system will throw an error. System will not allow us to proceed further. If I click on save, you see system stops us. System throws an error saying that what is the BP grouping we created? S406, right? Now system says that S406 has not been assigned to any account group. Okay, it has been not assigned to any account group. This concept, what we are discussing today, it's not called as business partner in the project. This concept is called as CVI. This concept is called as CVI. Even in your your BRD documents or anywhere SAP, if is referring to BP, they call it as CVI. This concept is not called as business partner. Whatever the concept we are discussing today is CVI. Customer vendor integration. When we say customer vendor integration, it doesn't mean that we are integrating to customer to vendor or vendor to customer. So what we are trying to do, what is customer CVI functionality? CVI functionality is nothing but we can create a BP and extend to whatever the partner you want, whether it could be customer or it could be vendor, anything it could be. So in your document, in the project documents, everywhere it will be mentioned only as CVI. It will not be mentioned as business partner. So as we have not done the CVI, that is the reason this error is coming. This is not an error, functionality missing, and it's a known thing for me anyway. Right? CVI. What is this? So far, we have discussed about business partner, BP grouping, BP number ranges, screen sequence, anything, whatever we can control for the business partner. But at the same time, even for customer also, there is number ranges. For customer also, there is a account group, right? Where all this is controlled. And see, as of now, we have not established any relation between the customer and vendor, sorry, the business partner, right? The relation between the customer and business partner is nothing but CVI. So we have to set up the CVI before we proceed with this. So that's the reason system is stopping. But before even discussing about CVI, let us see where is the customer functionalities, that is number ranges, account groups, screen sequence, field assignment, where all these functionalities for customer. Let us first discuss that. So anything related to the business partner, we'll see it under the cross application components and the SAP business partner, right? Anything related to the business partner. So now anything related to the customer master, because as I already told you, customer will be triggered at the FI level. So anything related to the customer master, we'll see it under the financial accounting. Financial accounting, a little lengthy menu part. Account receivable and account payable. Customer accounts, as I told you, right? Wherever we see customer, below to that we'll see supplier. It's exactly true applicable to supplier as well. Customer accounts, master data, preparation for creating customer master. And you see under this, everything related to the customer master we could see. We could see screen layout, we could see field assignments, we could see number ranges, we could see account groups, everything. Anything related to the customer master we want to control, that is under the financial accounting of SPR. And there is no change. From the customer side, there is no change in the account groups. There is no change in the number ranges, even the T codes, partners, everything is same. So customer number ranges, XDN1. You see same XDN1. Okay, probably. Let me see if we can change this up to 50. It is only up to 11. Where is 50 to 36? Okay, we created 31, right? I'm just checking for the same sequence number. Maybe you can try the same number. I'll tell you functionality how it works. You could try it because if to make it possible, number ranges should be same. Okay. So anything related to the customer, you see it here. So I'll just use the number range series 01. So I'll go back here and account groups. There is no change in account groups. Same sold to party, ship to party, bill to party. Everything is available. On top of that, we'll see two new account groups here. That is CUST Cust and DEBI. DEBI. Okay, either both should be there. If you don't see DEBI, and at least one should be there. So this either CUST or DEBI. These are the standard account groups which is provided for business partner. Even in the ECCB, it is available. In S/4HANA also, it is available. So or else you can take any other. One moment. Or else you could take any other business number account group. In fact, okay, any other number range we could use. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll use CEST. Let us do CBI. So now we know where the functionalities are available. If it is BP, then it is available in the cross application components. And if it is customer, it is available in the financial accounting, any control it could be. Now let's do CVI first. Where do we have CVI? CVI is again under the cross application components. And when we go to the cross application component, let's close this BP now. Under cross application components, we need something called as master data synchronization. Under MDS, we have CVI. Okay, business partner CVI customizing checks. If you are using older versions under the latest versions, please cross-check because the terminologies, the functionalities, the menu has been rearranged. Okay, in older version 1909, this is not the text what we see. It's not business partner CVI customizing checks. Okay, let me open the document. In the document also you could see that. So the documents what is available with us are old documents 1610 because for core modules there is nothing much of to change. So these documents for concept you could use it, but when you are seeing in the system latest version CVI, there are very good documentations are available. We could use it. Yes, CVI menu path is not shown here. So let me take it. So post processing MDS. You see this menu path here? What it says? Customer vendor integration. This is how the menu path in the previous version. I'm referring to 1909 or 2020, the previous version. This is how the menu path should be under the SPRO. It says simple customer/vendor integration. But in the new system, you see, it's something different. It says business partner CVI customizing checks. Right? So, and even earlier we could not find that SAP NetWeaver. I'm very confused on finding that, right? So maybe this particular menu has been rearranged in the 2021 version because it's a new which we are experiencing, right? So if you are upgrading from older version to new version, or your project is upgrading from older version to new version, please check these things. Okay, so where do we have the CVI? We have the CVI here, business partner CVI customizing checks, a very lengthy menu path. Business partner, customer supplier integration, no. Synchronization of mass data, no. Setting, no. This is not. This system we started using from only from the March or probably April, because it's a new version and it is not available until January. Probably we have started using from the March or April, I guess. So even this menu, what we are seeing is new. Concept is not new, but menu is even new for me. Let me check. And this is the first time we are discussing business partner on this new server. Yeah, it should be under business partner. It should be under NDS. That's correct. So cockpit. Sorry, we have it here, right? Business. Okay, sorry. This is customer vendor integration. A very lengthy menu path. Under this, customer vendor integration, business partner settings, and settings for customer integration, and field assignment for customer integration, assign keys, then directions. As I told you, there is no customer to BP direction. Even though it is absolute, still system SAP carries it. Nothing is absolute out of the system. Even though we say concept is out of absolute, but still they are available in the SAP system. Nothing has been taken out of the system. So the second option is absolute anyway. We don't do customer to BP, right? We do only BP to customer. So define number assignment for direction BP customer. Select this, and here where we need to assign, go to new entries. Our BP grouping is S406, which we created, and I'll use CUST, right? This is called as CVI, Customer Vendor Integration. As we have not done this setup and my account group was earlier new, that is the reason system has stopped us saying that grouping S406 has not been assigned to any customer account group, which is CVI, and CVI is missing. Now CVI we have done. And you see here, this is the option same number. I told you, right? During the project, you'll have this requirement, and at the same time, we'll have this requirement. Sorry, in interviews also very frequently they ask this question: how to achieve the same number for customer and vendor, customer and the business partner. So this is what. Okay. So if you want it to be happen, then you have to activate same number. But what is important here, as I told you the logic, if you want to achieve the same number scenario, external number assignment should be set to FI. FI means customer. Customer number should be external and BP number should be internal. Customer number should be external only. Then only you can achieve this. If not, you cannot achieve this. And number range also should be the same. But why like this? Why customer number is external and business partner is internal? Why can't it be same or other way around? The reason is, when I say same number, you need to achieve it as if my customer number is 1, sorry, BP number is 1, we're saying that our customer number also should be 1. If my BP number is 2, my customer number is also 2. What if my BP number is 4? Then what should be the customer number?
4.
Anyone? It should be 4, right?
4.
It cannot be 3. It should be 4. It cannot be 3. So if you want to achieve this, then that's how it should be. This should be external and this should be internal, right? So this is the same number concept, but for this we need to check for the number ranges as well. The number ranges should be same. The series should be same for both. So you could try it as an exercise. You can make the new number range the same and you could achieve this. So we have done this. Let's save it. And now I'll go back to BP and again repeat this. So I'll say save. It will not allow anyway. Required. Okay, it's taken that. Now reconciliation is mandatory. I'll just take some record and save it. You see, now system is able to achieve it. You see, if you would have the series with the 31 is not available in the system and the customer, if you would have that, we could achieve the same number, right? Because the last number what you have seen is 36, you remember? 36 was there. So 37 now system has assigned. So now BP is 31 and customer is 37. But where this assignment has happened in the system, okay, configuration level, we have done it in the SPR, but where exactly it was saved in the database? Which table is storing this data? CSC 16. So as I told you, the table for business partner is BUT 000. Okay, it's BUT 000. And this table for CVI, the CVI data is stored in table called as CV. Let's do some reverse engineering here. What we'll do is first we'll pass on the customer number and try to find out the business partner number. CVI underscore cust underscore CVI underscore cust underscore link. You see, CVI underscore cust underscore link. That is the assignment between the customer and business partner. This is the CVI table which is holding that particular data. That is business partner CVI data. And where is that particular connection is stored? That connection is stored in the this field, BPGUID. BPGUID is the field which is storing the data between customer and business partner. That is the CVI data. Whatever is there, where it is storing in the BPGUID. So what I'll try to do here is I'll pass on the customer number and I'll try to find out, or I'll take out BPGUID. Okay, let us pass on this. Okay, I pass on the customer number and you could see system has generated a BPGUID. Now we know what is BPGUID. Let me copy this BPGUID and go back to business partner table. So what we're trying to do is, at the time of creation, we have come this way. First, we have created business partner, then we extended business partner to customer. But at the table level, we are trying to achieve it in the reverse way. With the BP, with the customer number, we are trying to find out. We know it in the screen, but at the table level, we are trying to find for this particular customer, what is our business partner? Okay, let's try to find out in the reverse way. Let's come back to the table. So now we know the BPGUID. So I'll go to the business partner table. That is BUT 000. So this is a business partner table. And scroll to the last, you should see a field called as BPGUID. Yeah, somewhere here. Let me pass on the BPGUID here, right? Execute. And you see 31 is a business partner. This is what our account group, and this is what our name for the business partner. And as I told you, this data will be saved in this field, BPGUID. BPGUID is holding the CVI data, right? So at the table level, CVI, you could check it here. So coming back to this screen again. So we are done with the general data. We have extended this to company code data, so we could achieve the customer here. Now let us extend to sales area data. Okay, we'll extend to sales area data. So how do we do that? The same way, we should be in the change mode and extend it to the BP role FLCU 01 so that it will add sales area data here. You see, it adds up sales area data. Let me pass on the sales area, and you could see here, you don't need to extend a customer from one sales area to other sales area or one company code to other company code. We can only just switch between, because you can maintain it. You can maintain it, all the sales areas this customer or BP could belong to, and we can only switch here. You don't need to again extend it just like in the ECC going to XD 02 and passing the reference values and extending. We don't need to extend. We can only just switch between or make one sales area as mandatory and extend the other sales areas. So once we enter the sales area here, all the fields are standard, as we know. In the ESD, in the ECC, it used to call it as sales, but here the terminology is orders. Everything is standard as what we see in the ECC, but one field is something new here that is called as relevant for settlement management. As we know, there is no rebates in ECC, sorry, in S4HANA, there is no rebates. It is replaced with settlement management. And if you want to use settlement management, there are one or two prerequisites which has to be activated. And this is one prerequisite that is relevant for settlement management, which we don't see it in the ECC. Then shipping, billing, there is no change. It's exactly the same fields. Going to the partners. So you could see the customer number, and you also can see assigned BP. So this customer is assigned to what BP? 31. So here itself, it's in the system, in the partners tab, it will mention that is this customer is assigned to what BP, right? And status, blocking, unblocking, blocking the customer. That means this particular customer in sales order level, delivery level, or blocking customer in all the sales areas or selected sales areas. So this is a state. This we have even in the ECC with the T code of XD05, I guess, right? So all the blockings. So let me save this now, so that a BP is generated. You could see now we have the complete business partner, which is general data. We have company code data, and we have sales area data. Right. So this is all about business partner in today's session. If you have new partner functions, there is no change in the partner functions. We create partner functions the same way what we do in the ECC BOPAN and customer change, same configuration. There is no change in this. Okay. And you want to create any relations, that means the contact persons or anything. You have relationships, click on relation, and here you can mention this partner has relationship with anything. It could be that it could be a shareholder, or it could be a contact person, it could be an employee, it could be a third party, anything it could be, depending upon your requirement, a BP, sold to party, ship to party, payer, everything you could assign it here. Let's say has a contact person. So first you need to create a contact person, and then we can assign that contact person here. Okay, we could assign that contact person here so that all the data of contact person can be maintained. So relationship will help us to extend a new relationship with this particular business partner. But first we need to create a partner with the role FBUR001. A partner has to be created, and that has to be assigned to this BP partner through relationship. Okay, Fiori, we have not checked the option, right? Let me go back here. Customer master. Yeah, customer master. We got this roles back, because in the last session we removed the roles and we have not added. Today we added, and you could see they have come back. So customer master data, and this will take a little time to open. Yeah, go ahead. Any questions? It's taking a little time to open. Okay, we got this. So now if I to create a BP, so I'll just give some random data to proceed first. So BP, it could be anything. Let's say company grouping, BP grouping, 6 times 0. BP role, sorry, grouping is this. BP role, okay, and grouping is S4. I'll just select something random here anyway. And name. I'm just trying to give some random data so that we can only check the duplicate functionality. Yeah, you see this option here? Check. This is the duplication check option. Okay, and if there are against 8 parameters, and you can also choose against what parameter it has to check. This works. I tried this functionality, and this functionality works. Okay. No issues. At least one customer role required. Okay, another class that they will do. Check. Okay, anyway, so some errors here, but you see this particular check, this is the option for duplicate check. In some systems, you might see this particular as a gear wheel icon. It will not see the, it will not show the text as check. It will show as this icon, like a gear wheel icon. But this one, this I already tested it, right? Not today. In 2016 itself, we have tried it, and it works. So there are 8 parameters like house number, postal code, street, and country, region. Like these 8 parameters are there. That is up to the business requirement whether you want to check against all the 8 parameters or you want to check only against one parameter. That is up to you. They are check boxes. We can active or unactive those check boxes, and you could control against what the duplication check has to be happened. But this is option in the theory. Yeah. Any question? Go ahead. What is the use of creating account to group? That is CVI. So, Junior, your question, the answer is CVI. That is what we have discussed. If you don't assign your account group to BP grouping, system will not allow to create a customer, right? You are still able to create a BP, but you will not be able to create a customer. You will be able to extend your BP to customer only when you are done with the CVI. That is nothing but when you assign your account to group to customer. Yeah. Any other questions, please go ahead. This is for today. Business partner. Please go ahead.
So if you would have checked the number range for BP as internal and checked the number range for customer as external, and then there is an option while assigning these two as same. So if we would have done all these 3 actions, then we would have been able to achieve the BP and the customer's number as same.
Yes, absolutely. We could get it,
Okay.
but what is the issue here is that is why we could not achieve here is the same number. The customer number range series, there is no number 31.
Okay.
The last used number is 36. That is the reason now system assigned 37 somewhere here. 11. You see, somewhere I've checked right here. This maybe this series. Okay, there is no 31 number here. If not, we would have achieved that.
Okay.
We could delete, we could rearrange, and we can do it this. But as you mentioned, these are the 3 points we need to check. BP number range should be internal, customer should be external, and same number has to be activated. And the number
Okay.
range should be the same. The range
Same.
of both the series should be same.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then we can achieve. Yeah. Any other question? This is one for sure question in the interviews. You can mark my word. You'll face this question in the interviews. It's up to the business, Saujanya. So if you have a master data team, then they will be created. There is nothing like SD or something. Today it's everything called as master data specialist. If you have MDM or MDG, even then it has to be first created in the S4 system under SD or FI, and then it has to be transferred to the MDM or MDG. Any other questions, anyone? Please go ahead. The configurations has to be done by SD consultant, sales, but maintenance would be by master data specialists. Go ahead, anyone. Any questions? So I'll share the server access at the earliest by today, and probably I'll also get 1909 access and share. I should get it. Actually, it's getting delayed because all the servers has been updated to the latest version, and it's getting hard to find the older version. But 1909 is a very stable version. Very stable version. So there are best practices and everything which you could learn out of that system. I'll try to get that server as well.
So also share the documents.
But I have not shared with you. Let me check. I'll share it.
Sir, I have a question. Like, how do we
Go ahead.
migrate the ECC customers to S4HANA? So in migration project.
Yeah, that we'll discuss at the time of migration session. Only for migration, we have one session. There we'll discuss how we migrate our customers to business partners. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
That's called as PPO and synchronization control. That we'll discuss at the time of migration session. It's in the same menu path here itself. Same menu path. Under the MDS itself, we have this, but that is under the synchronization of mass data. Execute synchronization cockpit. Customer to business partner. Double click. You have the option here to convert your customers to business partners. Okay. We'll discuss this. We'll discuss this in the migration session.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. We'll do both PPO and we do both synchronization control. So we'll call it a day today, catch up tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll discuss about credit management. So good day everyone, and catch back tomorrow. So if something is missing like videos or documents, server anyway I have not shared, I'll share it to everyone. Videos or documents, just send me a test email as a reminder so that I can send you. So good day everyone and catch up tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.